So when Mitt Romney said that, actually, there was tons of Russians were furious that Mitt Romney would dare say anything like that. Um, in Russia, there's almost kind of like two trains of thought. There's the regular people, and then there's the government. The Russians, for the most part, especially in the Far East, it might be more different in Moscow, but at least in the Far East and at least the good eastern half of Russia, they don't trust the government at all. They know it's corrupt. It is, despite what Putin and everybody else will say. It is very corrupt. It's an oligarchy. They know they don't really have much of a voice, but they can't do anything about it. Russians historically have always been very subjective people. Part of their philosophy, and it's actually in their national anthem, is that they don't change the ways of their fathers. So they always do the exact same things all the time. But in terms of Mitt Romney, Russia has always been, especially since Russia's always wanted to prove itself that to me, it always felt like it was that kid who was a little bit weird, but was like, no, I matter. Like, I am something that important. I can contribute to the class or to society. And, but nobody kind of like respects them, or they're like, you're just way too weird. Even though you have some great things you can do, you're just weird. So Russia historically has always been trying to prove itself. After World War II, it was very military aggressive for multiple reasons. One was for power. One primarily was for safety. It didn't want another invasion from the West, which it feared that it was going to happen. And so Russia has always felt like especially after World War II, it's always felt like it's been if not the #1 country in the world, at least #2. And ever since the fall of the Soviet Union, it's had a really big fall from grace. And they realize that, and so they feel like they want to get back up there, especially Putin and the government. And so he's willing to do whatever it takes to put Russia back on greatness. He talks about that all the time. Like, Russia is a great country, and we're going to put it back, and we're going to make the world know that Russia's great. Now, whether that's going to be through economics, military, just corruption, coercion, whatever, he's going to do that. So in many ways, I agree with Mitt Romney that Russia, for us, at least at the moment, and for at least the European sphere, it's our greatest geopolitical threat. And so that's what I would say on that note.